Morning squad, you know what it is. We are in the Nike top today, so you know it is spin class here at Posh Country Club. You know that Sports Direct bag is rocking it, representing Sports Direct there in the back. Stay strong, even when it's hard work, even when it's a grind, even when it's real tough, because you never know when the breakthrough is going to happen. There are just these times, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, there are just these times in life when you've been going through it, and it's just miserable, it's dark, and you're just grinding it out, grinding, and you don't feel like you're seeing anything. You're not seeing any results, you don't feel like you're making any progress, you feel like you're just treading water. It's exhausting and very demoralizing, but stay with it, because you have to keep treading water. You have to keep grinding through it, because you never know when that mist is going to clear, and you just find this little breakthrough. There's a big leap that happens, but these leaps only happen if you put the work in and you put the time into the grind. If you're not grinding it out, the leap never happens. So I've been grinding out, trying with my weight loss, trying to get lean. I'm trying to get down to this 10% body fat, and I've been stuck at this like 81 kilogram mark for a long time, and it's been a grind. It's been a real grind. It's been tough, and physically it's tough. It's exhausting. Mentally it's exhausting. Physically it's exhausting, and not seeing those scales budge. But I know now from faith and from just practice, the more I've done this, I know that when you hit that line, you just got to keep driving forwards, keep moving forwards, keep pushing forwards, and sooner or later, bang, you get that next drop. This morning I stepped on the scales and we're at 78 kg. And I tell you, team, when that happens, the feeling is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. No feeling matches it. Nobody could say, you shouldn't be looking at your weight. It's more about it. Yeah, whatever. I ain't interested in that negativity. Shut up. I've been trying to move forwards with a specific goal. I've seen progress in that goal. It feels fantastic. Nobody can take that away from me. And that's exactly what happens when you've been grinding, and then you get that breakthrough and you are on the way up. No one can take that feeling away from you. That's real. That builds confidence. That builds self-belief. That builds strength in oneself. On top of that, it all just seems to come at once. So you know how like bad luck seems to all come at once? Well, good luck seems to come through all at once as well. And things like payments that I've been waiting on have all just been flooding in. Now, when you're setting up to do self-employed work and you're working for yourself, man, that's a grind as well. And for long periods of time, you don't see that progress, you don't see those results, you start doubting yourself, but you keep grinding, and then all of a sudden, the benefits of what you've been trying to do just become so apparent. Not only is the money better, there's the freedom. I just feel more, I'm my own boss, and it really does feel as good as you'd imagine when you are your own boss. There's downsides as well, because everything worthwhile in life requires sacrifice. So there's downsides, but the upsides far outweigh the downsides. And today, just that little affirmation came through. Money in for a job well done. Anyway, so how do we stay positive when we're grinding it out and times are hard? How do we stay positive? I want to give you 3 tips here. When you wake up in the morning, there are 3 things that I just go through, that just to make sure that my mindset is stable, that I'm staying positive with things, and that I'm not sinking down in terms of my mentality and my drive, my motivation, and my discipline. So number 1 is Memento Mori, which is a Latin term for remember that you're mortal. Some people say it's like, remember that you're going to die. It's like, no, I wouldn't use those words. A more literal translation is remember that you are mortal. And you would think that leads to feeling like you're quite a negative sort of space, or feeling like you're in a negative place. But actually, it's liberating. It keeps you free. Because we're often looking to this like 10 years in the future, 20 years in the future, 30 years. It's like 20 years in the future. You don't know what's going to be happening 20 minutes from now. You can barely predict what's going to be happening 5 minutes from now. And you want to talk to me about 20 years from now? Man, I could have crashed the car on the way here, and it could have been curtains, just like that. Where's my pension then? Where's my mortgage then? Where are all these things then? It goes like that. Easy come, easy go. And you would think this like puts you in like a terrified space. It doesn't. It puts you in a much more liberated space, because it takes the pressure off. Because someday Someday it's literally game over and it's all in the tin. And that brings you into the present. It forces you into the day because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So what can you do today? That doesn't mean, oh, well, I can just be irresponsible then. Surely I can just spend all my money because I could die tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. It makes you feel more responsible. I don't know why, but Memento Mori, remember you're mortal. First thing on waking up. Today could be the last day I walk around on Earth. I'd better make the most out of it then. Secondly, what was secondly? I've completely forgotten. So you remember your motto, and secondly, drop the story that you're telling yourself in your mind. So obviously we have information and things that we need to know about our life. We need to know about our life situation. Obviously we need to know about these things, but drop the story, the attachment of this emotional weight and the story that you've been telling yourself about this story. Waking up like, oh, I'm no good. Oh, things have always been bad for me. Life is unfair and it's been treating me a certain way. Just drop it. It's quite easy, actually. It is as easy as just closing a book and put it in the bin. Don't even put it to the table. Put it in the bin. Close the book. Put it in the bin. Every day is a new day. It's completely fresh. A lot of the time, if you're addicted to something, you're only addicted because you think you are. It could be as easy as just close the book and put it to the side. If you didn't use that substance today, then hey, you're not addicted today, are you? It's as simple as that. It's powerful, very powerful. Drop this story. Oh, I've always been an addict. That's a lie. Every day is a new day. It's right here, right now. Do it now. Now. Oh, I've always been overweight. Right, we're going to drop that story. What can you do today to lose weight? It's your daily actions and habits. That is what creates your life. Drop the story. The information, sure, you need to know it. You need to make decisions. You need to have a plan for moving forwards. But this idea that you're like the main character in some kind of novel is ridiculous. And it needs to stop if you want to be happy. And thirdly, that brings me to stop being so selfish. Stop being so self-centered. If you're wrapped up in your own little world, it always leads to like self-pity. Always. And self-pity, everything that I give is to make you feel better about yourself and to improve your life. And the paradoxes are everywhere, just like the clues are everywhere. Whenever we see a paradox, there's probably some value to it. And the paradox is, when you stop being self-centered, that's when you feel better about yourself. That's when you start putting more work into the value that you bring to the world, and therefore your life improves. So for me, like, just to bring that into my situation, I've got spin. And obviously I wake up and I'm like, oh, tired because I'm on low calories. Maybe I don't always sleep. My back's still giving me little tweaks and stuff. So there's that as well. It's like, well, okay, roger that. And the story in my head is like, oh God, why is my back still bad? This isn't fair. Yeah, yada, yada. Story gets dropped. I ain't interested in how tired I feel. Ain't interested in my back pain. Because I've got a room full of 10 people who want to get a banging spin class this morning. And they've all got their own little stories and troubles. And I'm here to provide a professional service. And the service that I want to provide is that I want to inspire. I want to motivate. I want to put together, using all the best of my knowledge and experience, that I can create a good workout. And this is a workout that would not happen if it wasn't for me being sat on that saddle, trying to bring the best that I can to the world today. So if I was wrapped up in my own little story, my own little world, like, oh, I'm tired, oh, my back hurts. And then when people come in, I'm like, oh, I hope they're not going to be miserable today. I hope nothing goes wrong today. I hope, and in a miserable state, I'm not bringing any value to the world. I'm not bringing any, no value, that's the right word. I'm not bringing any value to the product that I provide. And that's something to think about right there. Because if instead of being egocentric and self-focused, coming outwards and projecting outwards and taking a look at the class and empathizing with everyone in there, then naturally the product that I'm providing is going to be that much better. And you can apply that to your own life, whatever it is that you do. Even if, let's say, you work in a cafe or something, put some effort and work into the craft. Put some effort and work. When you get that customer come in, don't turn inwards and be like, oh, here we go, another one. This is going to be a difficult order. Turn it outwards and think, right, how can I produce the best product that I can today? And in that circumstance, the product is going to be partly your service, partly what you're crafting. Maybe you just make a really nice coffee there. And the pride, and it gives you more self-worth, because suddenly you're valuing that which you're providing. And if you value that which you're providing, you're going to feel so much better about yourself, because you'll value yourself and your service or product or whatever it is that you do. You will value it more. There are my 3 tips for staying positive upon waking. And stay with it, team. Stay with it. Have you noticed every day's a new day? Have you noticed it's still the present moment? Has that changed? I got some plans. I got some ideas for something that I might like to do with this channel. And well, you let me know if you've made it this far through the video. You're probably a loyal follower. What I wanted to do is every day throughout June, I might do like 30 days, like a plan. Like, let's do a 30-day program so we can all jump on board with something and we can all see if we can move something forward, like 30 days to change your life, something along those lines for a plan. Let me know what you think. Have a great day, team. Really do. Have a great day. Every day is a new day and life is good. Life is good. Stay with it, team. I'm with you. I'm rooting for you. You still have time.